There, and welcome to another edition of London's SEO advice and support. Just wanted to talk to you today about some of the rogue traders out there who offer a all-in-one price of £100 or £200 and guarantee first page Google results and Yahoo and Bing results. Now, this is possible, of course, because you can put a combination of keywords together which no one would ever bother to market for or search for in the first place, and so you'd have zero competition in order to get up there. It is simply a description, maybe even one or two backlinks, and then you'd be number one on Google. But of course, no one's going to search for silly key search word terms. They're going to search for the simple search terms that apply to the service or product or place they're looking for. So of course you have to, for these companies that say, oh, we specialize in long tail keywords, well, that's all well and good, and that's the start of the process. But the reality is it's not the long tailed keywords that people are searching. They're generally searching for something that's quite short, and they go for the biggest companies, the ones who are on top of Google, number one or on the first page with the very short search term queries. So you have to work on both the long tail keywords as well as the short term ones. Okay, and now to be fair, no one's going to give and be able to perform on these very popular and very competitive keyword search terms without getting paid for it. No one's going to do it for £200 and put you at the top of gambling online or on finance in London or pornography, or anything which where there's huge competition. Even electricians, even dentists, you've got a lot of competition. There's a lot of people in London, a lot of people in all the major cities, and each of them have a marketing budget. If it was that simple, that it would only cost £100, £200, you could do it yourself, because they're not going to do thousands and thousands of pounds worth of work for a few hundred quid. Quite often it will say 200 quid, that's our starting price, that's the minimum amount of time we will put in. So that will be for maybe 2 hours per week or 3 hours per week, something like that, and then they try and upsell to you. The reality is you don't want to mess around with these companies. You want to meet with an individual or a small company or a large company. It doesn't matter who it is or where they're located, as long as you can meet them when you need to and create content with them and discuss your ideas and get feedback as to how well the campaign's going, then it's no problem. But you should get a feel for that. If they're trying to sell you a fixed price or pay on results type model, quite often the results you see aren't going to be the results you want to see, yet it will conform to their contracts with you. So they'll get paid for very little work, and so we want to try and avoid them, the black hat specialists we call them. You really want to have faith in your firm, and the reality is any decent SEO firm will tell you that most of the time it takes more than a few days or weeks to get you up there. It takes months and ongoing work. It's all about history. It's all about inbound links and content and regular changes to the site, and that's how you improve your trustability and rank on Google and push yourself up the rankings. Okay, so it's an ongoing process, and realistically you're going to need to expect a month or two to see the results from any new company that you take on. All right, so the best way is a rolling contract. Without need. It doesn't need to be for a year or 6 months. Maybe 2 to 3 months at the maximum, with a break clause, or even no fixed contract, just an ongoing monthly fee. But expect for it to take a month or two to see the results, and then when you start to see results and you see increases in your site and the visitors and the return of investment, because we don't just want that traffic. Because you can get traffic from anywhere. There's ways of putting scripts in to ensure that people will visit your site because they get prizes. That's no good. It needs to be all authentic, all handwritten content. The links need to be thought about, and they need to be manually done. You can't rely on software to do all your linking for you. It doesn't work that way. So that's why SEO is not cheap. It does cost money, and you will need to have a rolling monthly budget. Most small to medium sized companies generally invest with us around £2,000 to £3,000 £3,000 per month. Bigger companies have a bit much larger budget, but of course, all of these there's other types of marketing that they usually pay for. So of course, most are limited to a fairly small budget, but with £2,000 to £3,000 a month, you can expect to see good results in most industries after a few months, because that's enough man hours really to do a good job without having to rely on scripts and black hat techniques to con companies into thinking that they've done well, only to find out that the months later that their reputation is damaged and their website position as well. So anyway, just be aware of the companies. Always ensure that you meet with a company face to face. Most companies will come and see you. They want your business. So be aware and make sure you see plenty of companies before deciding on the new ones to take on your project. All right, take care. Bye now.